It's your girl Juicy Peach, and I am the dopest blogger
Every
alive.
day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
JuicyExpressions.com. I am the dopest blogger alive. I got my man Dolla Black in the building with me.
Man, I got a heart of a lion, force in the frame of a giant. Nigga, when it's ain't over time, but it's part of the grind. Tell me it ain't part of the grind. Tell me it ain't part of the grind.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, man. Blessed.
So I just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
So you are the creator, CEO of D.B.E, Black Dollar Entertainment.
CEO.
What thought occurred to make you, that influence the decision for you creating your own label?
Basically just knowing that I didn't want to be dependent on nobody. Eventually, I know we may have to take the road of signing, getting a label deal, and really on a partnership as opposed to just signing for X amount of dollars. But that really was it, man. I want to house people that I trust and people that are under the radar, so to speak, that really deserve to get that opportunity to be able to be seen in a bigger light. I feel like with the groundwork that I had done before, being that he came out about 2009, I felt like I could put that in motion to help other artists as well. So that was kind of the motive behind it.
All right, speaking of other artists on Instagram, I saw a Mojo Keys or Kez.
Mojo Kids.
Kids, okay. Thank you for correcting me. I saw that he's under BDE. Is there any other artists?
Well, as of right now, as far as artists, we got myself, Dolla Black, we got Jody Boy. He just dropped the project, God's Prophet, that released last month. Mojo Kids dropping on 4/20 this month, and we also got Keynotes. She dropping towards the end of the year. So we got R&B and everything.
That's a great accomplishment.
Yeah, we working, trying. They trust me, so trying to make sure I do everything on my end as far as the business is concerned to make sure that they take care of.
All right. So, what's something that you haven't rapped about yet, but you desire to? Like a particular subject or topic?
Well, with me, it's really about life happiness. I listen to music. I don't go into music with a particular idea or hear something and say, "Oh, I want to write about that." It's about where I'm at this point in time in my life, or at that point in time in my life. So if I hear a record, my producer D.B.E bring me a record, and it sparks a feeling or an emotion inside of me, usually I would have to have lived it or been through it, or know somebody that has been through it or had a conversation or something to be able to kind of just feed off that and get creative. So whatever I haven't lived yet, that's what I want to write and rap about.
That's deep.
Yeah.
So what is the most meaningful song that you've written thus far?
Thus far would have to be On Me from my project Let Me Work. I released it last year. On Me. As you probably know, I'm married and I just had my first child last year. And a couple months into me being married and having my child, I started having nightmares every night of waking up and my son dead beside me. You know what I'm saying? Like skeleton and all kind of stuff that was out of my hands, but I would have dreams about it. Or my wife dying, you know what I'm saying? Getting a call about car accidents and this, that, and the fourth. And one night I had the nightmare and I couldn't sleep. So I wrote that record, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, it's just a record to let them know, as well as to get it off my mind. Like, it don't matter. Like, whatever I have to go through, I'm gonna go through it. I can put it on me. So, that's probably the closest record that I have in my life.
That's good. Speaking on your latest project, Let Me Work, you have a song called Fan. I personally enjoy the song because even before I heard the song, I always had a thought of anybody that is a hater or any fake, like you call it, you know what I'm saying, they are a fan of you, you know what I'm saying? What inspired the concept of the song?
Well, to be quite honest, it's an old record. My producer, D.B.E, he's also a songwriter, and about 2 or 3 years into us working together, he came up with that concept and wrote that chorus. Ironically, shortly after, you know, turmoil happened with my previous situation, he brought me that record and said, I've been sitting on this for a while. I think we could use it. And it was one of the situations where I didn't have to write. So I just freestyled off of one of my previous things that I went through, and that's how it came about. Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest records for my shows right now.
Yeah, it is.
You know, because and it's amazing. Like it wasn't meant to be that, but you know, it's just happening. So, yeah, that's the record.
Yeah, speaking of your shows, in February you opened up for a Big Crit at Halls and Malls. And you were also the Pay Attention tour, you know, so you went to Oxford as well. How did this opportunity come about?
Just groundwork, man. Level really. Swole, my manager, Switch on Swole, he reached out to a couple of people to see if we can be involved in that project, and they humbly accepted. You know, with being able to look at what we're doing, you know, we're extremely active on social media, you know, so with us being active on social media as well as releasing the project, getting the accreditation for the project and being seen for that project, you know, it made sense to them to bring in somebody, especially in Jackson, that was from Jackson, so that's how that happened. A blessing, nonetheless.
I saw the recordings, and you know, I was out of town, which we discussed that. I hate that I missed that.
That was that was one of the best shows, the best show, and that was my first real concert, so that was DJ.
So what were your feelings? Like, what did you feel before the performance and after the performance?
I'm always nervous, like before I perform. Always, it don't matter. I could be across the street. I could be wherever. If I'm about to perform, I'm nervous because I'm somewhat of a perfectionist when it comes to my performance. Simply because it's not often that you get me. Personally, being an independent artist, it's not often that you get your music heard in that large of a medium with that many people. So you want it to be perfect every time. You don't want to miss a beat. You don't want to drop the bar. You just want to, you know, make sure that everything flows smoothly. So that's one thing, nervousness. And then after the beat drop and my first few words come out, it's no more nervous. Like my DJ, Big Shaka say, it seems as though I go into a state of anger because I'm that passionate about about my work and what I'm rapping. And I want to make you understand where I'm coming from, or give you that same feeling that I had when I was writing it. You know, since I try to basically just reiterate and recreate those feelings within myself to make sure that the people get that point.
Speaking of passion, and I also, like I said, I watched some performances. I know you were at the Kevin Gates show as well. You performed there. Were you always born with this passion? Because you have like a particular passionate voice. Like even when you speaking regular, you have like a, you know, a voice that stands out. And then your music and the way you perform, you have strong passion. Has it always been that way? Like you was born with passion, or did something occur to you know?
I went through my lost phases. You know, a lot of people don't really talk about their lost phases. I won't lie and say that I've been doing this all my life. But my father and my aunt were extremely musical. And when I say musical, my father, from a consumer aspect, he would buy endless CDs, classics, whatever, and listen to music 24/7. And my aunt, she's a gospel singer in Chicago, so she was always recording and always singing, so I was always around it. And when my father and my mother separated, we came down to Mississippi. One of the things that I picked up on was music. Like it wasn't until I came to Mississippi I was introduced to rap music and, you know, really introduced to that medium. So I initially fell in love with engineering, just recording and trying to figure out, because me and my brother, The Rock, we started on the tape recorder, recording out of a boombox with the instrumentals playing, and we holding the tape recorder, and us doing that for a couple months made me want to figure out how to get to the next step and the next step, and then you look up, I got Pro Tools, I got all this, you know, so I'm actually functioning now. But my passion came and it kicked in when I realized that I could actually do it myself, and that was about 2 years ago. So that's when I after a couple records and me and my brother put out a couple mixtapes, and I started realizing that, okay, my know-how and my instinct is pushing me this way. You know, it's pushing me to follow music, to learn the business, to learn how to engineer, to really learn promotion and the structure and the copyrights and all of that, to really turn it into something. That's when my passion kicked in, so I just been running off that way. So.
That's interesting because a lot of people, they won't try to learn the business aspect of it. They just want to know one side. So it's good to be versatile and know what all goes into it. And that's, you know, that's how you become more successful. So that's definitely what's up.
Right.
So I know that you're a family man. Like you said, you're married, you have a child, you work full time. You're also in school trying to graduate, or did you already graduate?
I graduated, actually.
Congrats.
Thank you. I got my bachelor's in mass communication.
That's what's up.
So it's all somehow tied into music, ironically.
And you have been doing all of this while fully pursuing, you know, your music career. How do you find a balance through it all? Because that is a lot.
It's no finding it. I'm still to this day. I'm trying to find a balance. Sometimes, you know, and it's about having people around you that'll tell you when you're slipping in areas. You know, that's how I catch my balance. Sometimes I feel like I'm music deprived. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not paying enough attention, and then I go in and get a couple hours in or get a couple days in towards my music. And my wife would say, "Look, you ain't been doing nothing around this house. You need to." And I said, "Okay, yeah, you're right." And so I put the music on the back burner, and then, you know, my manager say, "You ain't been out none. You ain't showing your face." So, you know, they help me. You know, it's not just me. They help me keep everything churning, and then on top of that, you know, trying to make sure that my artists got everything. Sometimes that takes, you know what I'm saying, a lot of time too, just trying to keep up with them and make sure that they got what they need. So it's difficult, but, you know, everything has its time, and it's good that I got people around me, specifically my wife, that's understanding when it's time for me to go to work. You know, it's time for me to go get it, and she doesn't really argue with that. So, you know, that's the biggest thing, having that support system.
I agree.
Yeah.
So where did you think you would be or have that you currently don't possess? Like, if you think, you know, at this point in your life, you know, that you don't have, do you think you're going to be in a different place, or?
To be honest, I'm such a dreamer that, you know, and my wife would tell you this too, and mostly everybody around me would tell you this, like, I'm a dreamer to the point where I just keep it positive. Whatever I got in front of me is what I got, you know.
So you basically stay in the now. That's
in a sense, because sometimes I can't lie and say sometimes I get depressed that I'm not. My biggest goal and my biggest focus is to one day be able to provide what my family needs, what my label needs, you know, and that's financially, that's opportunities, you know, whatever. I want to be able to provide that, and sometimes I get in a slump because I want it to happen now. So, I mean, I guess I could say success would be that for me. Not to say that I'm not successful, and not to say that I'm not miles further from where I was just last year. But it's just, you know, sometimes me being able to see what I feel I know is for what I have around me, you know, it sometimes pull me back. So I would just say success probably at that point. But I do have the tendency to remain positive just to make sure that everything keeps moving forward.
Yeah, I've been lurking, of course, doing my job, and I use, you know, time hop, which is showing things that you've written in the past, and you talk about speaking things into existence, and that's very deep. I don't really have a question, but I just wanted to say, I can tell that you're very positive, and you just keep it positive, and you just, you know.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's hard to keep it positive, but in my mind, it's hard not to keep it positive because it's so much. Like, if you get caught up in the world and the now too much, you'll forget about what you really want. You know, and that's one of the things. That's one of the things why my wife has to remind me that we do have stuff going on, because I get so engaged in chasing and trying to set up the future that sometimes I forget, you know, what we have now. But if it's just existing, I don't want to just exist. I want to live. You know, a lot of people. I've lost quite a few people that I went to school with, you know what I'm saying, and they were doing absolutely nothing with their lives. If I get caught slipping, I want to get caught slipping after I'm successful. You know, I want to be complacent and content after I did this, and I know if I do go, my wife gonna have a house that's paid for and the bills paid for a couple of years. My son's private school taken care of and college. You know, the label is sufficient in running the way. If I get took out, it ain't gotta be no me. I've already set the platform. Y'all just keep running, you know. and everybody is taken care of. So I mean, I think that passion and that drive is what keeps me positive, because I know if not, the day is coming, you know, and I won't stop working until I see that. Yeah, okay. No way.
So we've been talking about the now, but what's next for Dolla Black? Are there currently any new projects that you're working on, or it doesn't even have to be with music, but anything that you're working on for you, your label, or anything of that nature?
Well, you know, right now we're working on Keynotes. That's the R&B of Black Dolla Entertainment. She got a project coming towards the end of the year. Give you a couple exclusives. Black Dolla Entertainment is working on a label project. We're gonna do something, you know, just something special, something quick. Show everybody how we work together cohesively, as well as you'll have the individual by the time we drop it, but we'll show you how we do cohesively. I'm also working on 2 projects. I kind of want to dabble in the mixtape lane, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know how artists can be, you know, okay with just giving away what we put so much into. So it's hard. I have an internal battle with my equity and my property. You know what I'm saying? To where I want to give it away. I want to give it, because I know that's the quickest way to the people. You know, everybody not gonna want to put $5 or $10 up to get your project, and then if you not willing to take that L on that money, you lose that ear, you know. So I understand it's a big battle, but I think I'm working on 2 albums. I'm gonna say 2 albums, because I feel like if you really know and understand and you support music, you'll know and understand that it's countless hours, countless finances, countless everything that goes in.
I agree, but I also have to, you know, on the other side, like we can think about J. Cole, who just went platinum. You know what I'm saying? When he first began with the free music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I think that you should. It's just with my opinion. I think that you shouldn't worry about it, and only because we, you know, law of attraction, we speak its existence. Only focus on what you want, because even though Drake released his mixtape and he sold millions, as a free mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think if you focus more on what you want, then you will get it anyway, and then you will get, you know, the best. But I mean, of course, it's your decision.
Right. But see, I like that though. I like that, you know what I'm saying, that input, because you probably just you know, to do something. So it happens like that.
But I do agree that everything shouldn't be free and everything is not for free. You know, you should pay for people's services and support, because you're not losing anything when you support. It'll always come back. So I agree with that as well.
Yeah, so it's just finding the balance. I don't know, man. I'm still debating with myself. I got quite a few things in the chamber, so we just working right now. We keep working.
All right. Well, with the blog being the juicyexpressions.com, I always ask a juicy question.
Here we go.
So with you being an active father, which that is a great thing to see, you know, just on many levels, with everything that's going on in the world, but really the things that have been currently going on and has always been going on, you know, history is repeating itself, things with police misconduct, things of that nature. What are some things or advice you would give to your son when he get older, when he has to deal with the police or being stopped or things of that nature?
One of the things that I was always told by my father was, if you never put yourself in certain positions, you won't be caught off guard. And I know that's not really relative towards a lot of the stuff that's been going on currently, because, you know, a lot of black people haven't been in positions where they were doing anything wrong. But as far as being a father, I feel like if I do my job to discipline them and teach them respect and how to carry yourself, I would tell them first and foremost, know your surroundings. Know who you're dealing with. You can gauge a person when they got ill will towards you. You know that. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like you're around people that don't have your best interests at heart, get away from them. Because nothing good can come from that. And that, along with, man, just seal your relationship with God. Because we all know that here, what we have today, everything we have on earth is temporary. We all know that. Y'all know at any point in time you can leave, you know, you can go. So I was just informed that it would be best for whatever he chooses to believe in. Of course, I'm going to teach him, you know, what I know, but whatever he chooses to believe in, make sure you're good with it. Make sure you're good with that person and make sure that if you leave tomorrow, you know for a fact you did what you had to do to be a wonderful person in God's image. You know, and that your after will be taken care of. That's all we can do.
That's true, because we don't have no control.
Yeah, that's all we can do. So I think when that conversation is had, and I feel like, you know, as of yet, I'm doing my job as a father by, you know, disciplining, showing, being feedback that way. Hopefully, you know, we want to do that.
Of course, that's what we want.
Yeah, yep, that's it. Well, me, I am Dolla Black of Black Dollar Entertainment. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, DollaBlackBDE. BDE stands for Black Dollar Entertainment. Go to my website, www.dollablackbde.com. Sign up for the email blast, man. I send out free stuff often, ironically. You know, I send out tracks. You know, if I got something going on, I keep y'all updated with the concerts, with the shows, whatever, man. Let Me Work is available on iTunes and all your internet stores, as well as it's available on my website for the low. Oh, you didn't know that. So check me out, man. Follow me. Follow the camp too, man. Everybody. AVE, Mojo Kids, Jody Boy, God's Prophet in stores now on the web, and, you know, iTunes. 1989 on the way, 420. And yeah, we got a lot working, so I'm gonna stop right there. I could go all day. Shout out to the BDE DJs, DJ Big Shocker, DJ Ron, DJ D.B.E, Streets on Swole, what's happening, Jay White Rock, what's going on? All of them people, man. Yeah, like that. Shout out to, hey man, look here, bro. Gotta take my time with this one. Look here, bro. This is Dolla Black, and I'm rocking with JuicyExpressions.com. Black Dollar Entertainment. Let's get it.
I love it.
The dope, blog, alive.